I walked out of the hospital around 1:40 a.m. My brother was finally stable, but the smell of disinfectant was still stuck in my clothes. The ER's neon light behind me flickered like it was tired too. My mind felt heavy, too heavy for the cold night air waiting outside. All I wanted was to get home without thinking anymore. I headed toward the subway, my steps slow, my hands tucked inside my jacket to hide how they were still shaking from the stress of the past few hours. The street was almost empty, just the kind of empty that black men in America learn to treat carefully, the kind that feels peaceful until it doesn't. I was halfway down the block when a sudden flashlight beam cut across my legs. It hit me so sharp that for a second, I thought a car was about to run me over. Then came the voice. "Hey, stop right there." That tone, that command. Every black man knows that sound. It freezes you before you even understand what's happening. I turned slowly, because slow is safe. They moved closer, not aggressive, but not friendly either, just close enough to make sure I felt outnumbered. "ID," the male officer said. I handed it over slowly, making sure both my hands were visible. Black survival instinct, never give them a reason to flinch. Face the wall. I did. The concrete was cold, damp. My breath bounced back into my face. While I stood there, one officer checked my pockets. Another opened my bag again, even though I had just shown them everything. Backup arrived. A police SUV, lights flashing blue and red against the subway entrance. 3 more officers stepped out like they were arriving for a major takedown. It was 5 officers now, for one tired black guy walking home from the hospital. That's the thing. You can work hard, take care of your family, stay out of trouble, do everything right. But at the wrong moment, in the wrong place, your black skin becomes the entire story. One officer asked, "You nervous?" I looked at him and said. The platform was almost empty, a janitor sweeping the far end, a homeless man sleeping near a pillar, a couple sitting quietly. But when you're a black man, fresh out of a stop and frisk, even an empty platform feels loud. Every movement feels sharp. Every echo feels threatening. I stood near the yellow line, waiting for the train, but my mind was replaying everything. The flashlight, the tone, the wall, the backup, the search, the fear, and the worst part, the way it all felt normal. Because for us, this is not a bad night. This is a pattern, a routine this country expects us to swallow. I looked down at my jacket sleeve and noticed the dust from the wall, just a little gray mark, but it felt like a reminder that even when they let you go, they leave something on you. The train lights finally appeared in the tunnel, a long glow, stretching into the dark like hope, trying its best to show up. I caught my reflection in the window as the train slowed down. A 25-year-old. As the train rolled deeper into the tunnels, I held on to the pole beside me and stared at the floor. My heartbeat was slowing down, but the anger stayed. Not loud anger, not shouting anger, just the quiet, heavy kind black men carry when the world keeps reminding them what they are in its eyes. I thought about my brother, 17, fighting for breath just hours ago. What if I hadn't reached him in time? What if the police had stopped me earlier? What if tonight had gone differently? That's the part that stays with me. The what-ifs we're forced to live with. The invisible dangers, the silent risks. The reality that one misunderstanding, one wrong description, one wrong shadow, and a black man becomes a headline. The train passed 4 stops before I realized I hadn't blinked properly. My body was sitting there, but my mind was back under that flashlight. I exhaled slowly and whispered to myself, "This can't be normal anymore." The train slowed for my stop. The doors